Greetings, Trekkies, Trekkers, geeks, nerds, and everyone in between. Welcome to the Candle episode 111 of the OG Technically Trek. I am your host, Dave Prime. Over there is one of my co-hosts, Travis, and as Katie is still dealing with some stuff that hopefully she mentioned. Sorry, I've been going great all freaking day. Not coughing, not anything like that. Show starts, wham! Gotta love it. But yeah, she's still a little under the weather, so she's recouping at home and just recharging her batteries. She messaged me, that's what I was saying. She's just absolutely gutted that she's missing out on these shows. So good healing, my dear. Hopefully we can get you back next week. So how's it been going with you, man?
This week it started out pretty, okay with working on, but then we started getting breaking news, on a celebrity front. Dolly Parton passed away.
Yeah, I got that later in my script. So
well, then the next day, Tim Curry, and then today,
Peter Cullen.
My all-time one of somebody whose voice that I grew up with. That most of us who are in our 40s or in our 50s and stuff, we grew up with such iconic figures who have voices that we recognize. And he's the voice of Optimus Prime from the G1 era that I grew up with. And he was 85 years old, which he lived a good long life and stuff. And he had a wonderful voice career for the last, I'd say, almost 49 years, probably. I don't know when he started, his his voice acting career and stuff, but when Transformer came out in 1984, I believe, that Optimus Prime voice and stuff. I mean, I've been seeing all over Facebook and other social media platforms and stuff that people who are are in my generation, they say the most iconic, he would be remembered as one of our voice figures for our childhood through the 80s, because not only in Transformers and stuff, but he did many others and stuff. I believe he was Eeyore.
He was
Eeyore.
Yeah, I messaged Katie about that. Eeyore is one of her favorite characters ever, and I just texted her, Eeyore died, and she's like, "What?" Like the voice of Peter. But
she's not here right now because she would go crazy.
But another like sci-fi show, even though he did do it originally, but the second episode he voiced Carr in Knight Rider.
I learned that today. When I'm watching the John Campion show. He was Carr. I was like, whoa. I didn't even realize it. I was like, all this year and he was Carr?
Well, I knew that
Wow.
for a long time. I forget. I
I
don't know
didn't.
off the top of my head the first actor that did it, but then when the third season episode, when Carl went on a rampage, yeah, see, that was Peter
I
freaking
saw
Paul.
this I saw this meme today showing Dolly Parton, Tim Curry, Tim Curry dressed as Frankenfurter, whatever you want to call it from, what's that movie he was in the 70s?
Rocky Horror.
Yeah. Him dressed like
Yeah,
that.
you
Dolly
call
Parton,
yourself a gay man? And you don't know Rocky Horror?
trust me, I'm a sports person and stuff and everything else. But they are in the cab of Optimus Prime driving off in the sun, like in the sunset or something, everything else. I was like, who did this meme? Who had time to do this meme with Dolly Parton, Tim Curry, and Optimus Prime in the truck form in his cab and driving off? I was like, that's pretty wild, and it's crazy. In the last 72 hours, we have lost, some very iconic, and these people were beloved. Dolly was beloved. She did a lot of philanthropy stuff. Her background, her upbringing and stuff. You should hear Tim Curry and stuff. Like these people, they didn't have like controversy through their life. Which you could say a lot of actors and stuff that come through hit snags and stuff. But like it's nice to see that these people they live as they lived who they were through their entire career and stuff. And, people fell in love with them, but it's sad, but understandable. They had a long life. Everybody, all three of them had a long life. We have had a lot of people this year who were pretty well known to pass on.
But little small side note segue talk saying it was around. It was this week that I found out that Sherry Lewis, Lamb Chop Sing Along, she and her husband co-wrote an original series episode, The Lights of Zatar.
Yeah.
Oh wow! I dumbfounded the historian tonight. What?
Dumbfounded at this point. Then you tripped me up. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. See, season 3, episode 18.
Season 3, episode 18. Okay, okay.
Yeah, say
Wow.
the not so great season of the original series. But but yeah, before we get too much further into it, I just want to give a shout out to our promotional coordinator, Legacy Zach, who will most likely pop in at some point tonight, or if we're simulcasting this on his channel. So I would say I'm sure he's got links down below to pop over to Dave Prime 1701. So like and subscribe to both, and then that way we can hopefully one of these days get this channel demonetized, which are still a long freaking way from that. But but yeah, but if you like to talk some rabbit hole stuff, let's say talking about nuances of politics, society, culture, faith, economics, and I just lost my co-host. I can't believe I dumbfounded him that much. But we're going to.
Sorry about
Did
that.
you hit? Did you hit the wrong button?
Unfortunately, I did. I was trying to
Yeah.
and my cursor slipped. Sorry about that. Sorry. Sorry.
but but yeah, see, well, talking about like conspiracy theories, maybe that.
No.
But Zach puts out some pretty good shit. And I say whenever I get a chance,
Yes, he did.
I'm
Yeah.
watching it and all that. So yeah, give his channel a check out here as I get it pulled up.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Say it's still getting there it is. Yeah, say just youtube.com/ at the legacy right. I'll get you to his channel. So like and subscribe his, like and subscribe ours. so we can keep on putting out great content for you guys. But uh, there's a lot that I want to talk about tonight before we start going into the episode. And
episode.
well, what one thing is, say I made the decision. I say I want to give. Oh, it would be nice if I could type. Let's see. Okay, it's been a day.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We are approaching the end of August. We're getting ready to head into Labor Day weekend next weekend, and we're closing in closing the summer out here, and we getting ready to go into fall. Oh, so you could say we're in a transitional period. And tomorrow is supposed to be,
Yeah.
I guess, supposed to be a full moon too, Dave. So anybody who's into all that.
That as one who worked in the taxi industry, full moon shenanigans is a real thing. It is, yeah. See the crazy, and I work graveyard too. So I
Oh,
was working from midnight to 8 a.m. So I was getting all the drunks, all the crazies, all the kind of people. But on a full moon, there was definitely it ramped up a lot. It's
yeah,
like
yeah,
from the
yeah.
day before, the day of, and the day after, shenanigans galore. But
Nothing
but
like last
talking
week's
about,
episode of Strange New World.
oh jeez, yeah, don't even get me started on that. That was just off the rails nuts. So if you missed out on that, or if you want to see our visceral reactions to the episode, check it out. Say check out last week's episode on my channel, and it's, as I always like to say, knucking futs. But yeah, we're going to give another shot and try and get some business for Dubby, an energy drink, which is really great. Uh, see, see, I've had, okay. We already talked about that. Put my script. Okay. Um, see, but yeah, they, if you want to put some delicious flavors in your water bottle, I mean, some with some crazy ass names for the flavors, give W a check out. And say whether you're cramming for a test, trying to get past that last level to conquer a game, or if like doing this, if you're streaming and you need that little pick me up to kind of get through it sometimes, yeah, give them a go. W.gg, and if you use the code warp me, say you used a quote from Lower Decks there for the code to get 10% off. But just you got to keep your ear to this channel, because sometimes every now and again they will say, "Hey, we want to give your the people watching your streams a little something extra." Sometimes it's 20-30% off. Sometimes it's a bundle deal. It's really good stuff. They do have partnerships with Chainsaw Man, or I think it's, yeah, Chainsaw Man and Solo Leveling. Those flavors, they have a different license with those guys, so you can't get a discount on that. But other flavors, you're good to go. So it's always great in that regard. But um, yeah, we are definitely going going technically with all the chat and all that whatnot tonight. And I one of these days I got to get you the script ahead of time so we don't jump ahead from what I got. So with my ADD brain, just like, ah. Hmm. but um, but yeah, of course you were mentioning Tim Curry's role as Frankenfurter in Rocky Horror. My favorite has got to be Wadsworth in Clue.
Yes, yes, yes. You know what? That is a childhood movie. You know what? I think I may go back and watch that this weekend.
Hmm.
I really do.
I
I mean,
might I might as well.
and I, you know, And then with Dolly Parton passing, was she had that movie what 9 to 5?
9 to 5. Yep.
Yeah, that's something I haven't seen in a long time,
Oh,
so I may check that
me
out too as
neither.
well.
So yeah,
Golly, it's been a
so
long time.
same. But not to
Also,
get
real
too
quick,
political.
real quick, Dave. Peter
Yeah.
Cullen. He was
Yeah.
in. He did. You remember the movie, the Transform animated movie from 1986?
Yeah.
This is his 40th year, and it debuted in September of 1986. They are
Mm.
actually bringing it back out to the theaters this year, next month. They're gonna be re-releasing it in theaters and stuff for people who I didn't get a chance to go see it, but I did see it and stuff. But like
That
I'm a
would.
I'm just going to the movies to see this movie that it really actually made I heard a lot of people fans cry because Optimus Prime kicked the bucket. But to have it actually come out next month, it's perfect timing. It's the 40th
Yeah.
anniversary, you know. But I just want to throw that out there to anybody, who's a fan
Oh,
of Peter Cullen and stuff. Like, Transformer will be in theaters, re-released 40 years later.
yeah, and of course, and he was the voice of Optimus in the live action, all the live action
Yes,
Transformers
yes,
movies
he
too.
was absolutely. But go ahead, what you
But
were saying.
it's been mentioned online, so it's not like just coming out of my mouth, but it's coming out of the mouth of countless others. God is taking away the good people instead of certain other people that's 80 years old.
I have heard this too. They said
But
death comes in threes. And I've seen people say, who else is 80? I'm not gonna go there, but I'm just like,
I went there.
wow. I know
But
Tyson, if he was here, Tyson would go there too.
we lost a viewer talking about that.
Oh,
But
yeah.
serious question though, would we be better off with the couch humper as president?
Mm,
That's something to think about. Because if Lord Dampnut kicks the bucket before his term is up, Vance is going to be president.
we all know how that goes. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, jeez. Hey.
But
Mm, mm, mm.
one last thing, just an update on my father. My sister, she's been really keeping me in the loop with his recovery after being run over by a car on his motorcycle just a little over a week ago. I have also seen my sister just actually sent me the police report this afternoon, and she was charged with second degree negligent driving, saying my dad's motorcycle was under her car.
Oh
He was ejected off the motorcycle. It was a
boy. Oh
so she hit him pretty dang hard. But yesterday, while my dad was getting the like the rubby bath with the alcohol wipes and stuff.
yeah.
She asked him to
Sponge.
lift his arm. He lifted his arm and he wiggled his fingers. So
Okay, that's good.
he is showing progress.
Yeah, yeah,
But that being said, is saying I could. It's going to cost me over $700 to fly up there to Seattle to see my dad.
yeah.
Saying so, if you're able, because I mean, I'm not making any money right now. I am completely disabled. I'm waiting for my SSDI. I saying I could use the help. And if you go to, did I put it in the description? Oh, I think I did. Yeah, go to GoFundMe. Help me out. I got to see my old man. Even if my sister says it's a waste of time, it's my dad.
Absolutely. Yeah.
See, I'm thinking about ask my sister to let me call, and just I know he won't respond, but who
Yeah.
knows?
Yeah.
Here from me, he might respond
Yeah. You
because
never know.
come Tuesday, I'm going to be two officially clean and sober for 2 years. No alcohol, no
Wow.
drugs.
That's
Which is
that's
no recreational drugs, because there are sometimes I
absolutely
get drugs that the doctor gave me. They gave me some oxy when I left the hospital. Haven't touched it.
good. 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 Good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thing.
I mean, you gotta tell yourself, is it even worth it? You know,
Yeah,
even though is a doctor prescribed? No, no, yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
But yeah, we've been yammering long enough.
yeah.
Everyone should hopefully. Well, we don't have a lot of live viewers right now, but as saying so, if people are watching this not live, we're going to do a 3 count and get the episode started. So, and hopefully, Travis and I will be able to stay relatively close to each other, because
And if
this
you
goes
see
way back.
if you see us not really responding or talking, or we just like silence and stuff, we are live reacting, watching the episode, and after that, we will have a discussion, and we encourage people to join us in that
Absolutely.
discussion. If you have already seen this episode and stuff or whatever, to join us, you can do it, you know, audio if you're
Mhm.
camera shy, or you can jump in a chat and chat with us there. But we encourage the participation and stuff. We are one of, like, a few channels that really do this when we're live, and we encourage live participation. If anybody is willing to join us uh via camera or audio or chat.
Alrighty. And I will occasionally, at least on my end, I will call out the timestamp from the episode. Then that way that people that may have joined late, they can actually follow along exactly where we're at. And yeah, so I'm going to take my mouse and in. We're going to do the 3 count in 3, 2, 1, engage. Oh dear. I got a blank screen.
Mine, I am at 11 seconds, 12 seconds.
Okay, so I'm just 4 seconds behind you.
Okay.
I'll say I've said it once. I've said it a million times. I'm disappointed they don't have the Protostar as one of the ships on this intro. Oh, it's 56-minute episode. Dang,
Like it's gonna be Joseph Obenga.
it's gonna.
Mm,
I don't remember that episode.
I do. It was the say like the ate the tail of the.
Okay, thank you. That's a nice shot.
It's a very interesting shot.
Yeah, and the real time countdown is even more interesting.
That that gives me kind of like NASA vibe.
Artigas, yay!
Like a banana.
The second banana. They're not talking about McCoy, are they?
I don't know.
Oh, boys.
Mm.
He was the doctor that Pike drank with on the cage.
Yes, okay.
Yeah.
Uh, oh, this countdown clock.
Those that are new, this is something Travis and I did back in season 3 of Picard, where we were watching the episode, just talking on the phone.
Season 3 of Star Trek Picard. A slipstream. Whoa. What the heck? Holy crap! Some sort of electric discharge. It's crazy. Whoa! What the heck? Ow. I'll be scared to touch anything metal.
Especially with Scotty last week, he's got electrified a couple of times.
But American style accent. Holy crap! Oh, the black doors are coming down. Oh, some of them not gonna make it. Whoa!
And this is a nasty little wormhole.
What the heck is going on? Oh, did you just? He pushed her. Oh man, he is getting crushed.
He was in the original series, so we know he survived.
Holy crap! Man, that was a
Oh,
crazy opening. That was a crazy opening.
or the opening credits, people. A lot
Yeah,
of shit went down in the first 10 minutes.
it certainly did.
If you guys know, I mean, that countdown clock's in real time for the
It,
episode.
it certainly has. That's crazy.
Yeah, they did a little bit.
Jeez. No, he's in a turbo lift. Crazy.
Shit. See, didn't I just say he was going to be fine? What the
Yeah,
heck?
that is crazy. Oh, no.
What the hell?
Oh, my goodness.
What the heck?
No way. He was in Star Trek Voyager and Deep Space Nine.
The actor?
Yep. Oh wow.
She's gonna scream.
I can imagine the G forces.
There's a scream. Hey Zach, we're about almost
Exactly.
21:30 into the episode.
Yeah. Yeah.
Up. The nurse is hot.
He's not gonna leave. Wow.
Because he's a dick.
Who likes dicks?
See, Mbanga's almost completely cut in half, and voices, "You can't help him. Get down here."
George Takai likes dicks.
I knew that was gonna work.
Everything's a work.
And there it goes.
That's crazy. The countdown clock.
Yeah, I'm loving the 24 vibes that they got going on with this. The
Yeah,
split
that's right.
screen, the clock, and all that.
Oh wow. It's like one situation for them is getting even worse.
These are it shut. This just has a pod go boom.
Even
If you like this outlook of the show now, please give a thumbs up, subscribe, and ring that bell for more notifications.
Not
We
not just on
promise.
Doc's channel, but Dave Prime channel as well.
Dave Prime. Dave Prime.
1701.
Yeah, Dave Prime 1701. Subscribe to Dave Prime 1701. And
Coming up on 34 minutes of 56.
yeah.
proofs. We know he survives, but
Oh yeah.
How fast are we going? Or?
What's that?
Hey, lad. We're disintegrating, okay?
Mm.
The galaxy can't outfly that. Don't
Well,
make fun of my Scottish accent there, Dave. Don't I see you smiling? It sounds Irish
There's Spock, yay!
or retarded.
Well, that's on.
Yeah, I figured that was a little.
Still got 11 minutes left. Permanent Sukablui.
Wow.
One stable transport. Who's the Vulcan ensign?
That's a new cadet from a couple
Yeah.
episodes ago.
Vulcans need to be excommunicated from the Federation.
Never going to happen.
Why is that?
Because they were one of
Wrong.
oh shit.
We should have joined with the Romulans.
See, like that.
It could have been the Tauran Empire Romulan Star Alliance. Someone dies in this episode. I can
Yeah, there are
feel
a lot of people die.
it. Yeah. Pray for the reposal of their souls for a fictional show.
What the heck?
What you doing, Scotty?
I know. What is Scotty doing?
Ladies and gentlemen, it's finally here. Stuart Beckley.
He's using the Bazaar collector. Was restored. That's crazy.
Of question is, how far did they go?
Oh wow.
Just bummed that Jeffrey Combs isn't playing voice.
Mm.
That's the episode. So, not what I was expecting. Not the length of the episode I was expecting. So it looks like the only person that was been chatting in the channel has been Phil, which see we got to get him to be hopping in during the show itself. But I
It
just
was an
read all the
interesting
stuff that
episode. Yeah.
it
Yeah,
was.
that was different from last week. It was a very intense and serious versus eh, eh, they was
All
in
the
a
lighthearted
situation.
and crazy. That,
Eh, eh, Last week's episode, it's still just like really, but this one seems more like like yes, death, like people
high
died,
stakes, yeah.
very high stakes.
Or as I like to just say, they keep on going like a roller coaster, crazy serious, crazy serious. Oh, sorry. This was probably one of the most serious episodes since the season premiere.
Next
Well,
week's
you remember
episode's going to be with dogs. They're going to turn into dogs.
Oh boy, Zach,
In fact, Captain there is going to turn into cat dog.
cat.
There's a 90s throwback for you.
Oh boy,
It's just going to be a cat dog episode. Okay, go on.
Oh boy. I was gonna say the Griffin episode is probably I think one of my favorites of this season, just because how freaky it was.
Yeah.
And this became a pretty high stake. I really like this one. The first one I enjoy, but the Griffin in this one seemed like pretty much I really like it.
Okay, that's a stupid AI video. Never mind. Trying to look at a teaser was episode 7. There he is. Hey, Phil.
Mr. Phil. Oh, wow.
I watched the episode this afternoon because I always forget you guys kind of sit through it, and then I realized. So I was doing a few things, and I was kind of playing it again while you guys were watching it. But yeah, I was surprised there wasn't more of a reaction when when she broke her leg.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I was just like, ah! Like out of the room.
I saw that with her crawling. I saw she's going to break something, and sure enough, she did.
Oh, I thought maybe she was thrown back, or she get hurt, or she.
That's what I thought. The back.
It's like nope, snap, and the bone comes out. I was like, oh.
That one kind of freaked. I was like, oh no, oh,
more than we needed.
Let's talk about Chapman's finger. Did y'all see her finger?
Her thumb.
Yeah.
Her finger came off. It was stuck to the table, and she just pulled it off. I'm like, oh, that's just gross.
That's the other one. Bet you wish you were puppets now, don't you? Oh.
No, we did see Una in sick bay at the end.
Did we? No, we didn't see her in sick bay.
I did not see her in sick bay.
Who's that?
Una.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Well,
sorry, I might have been a little far away from my microphone. I apologize.
Hopefully this is okay. I'm on Chrome and got the camera going, but this evening it's been it keeps freezing all night. It keeps freezing and buffering all night. It's been doing
that. Firefox is a superior browser to use when going on StreamYard. Yes,
I have it. I'll try it. As long as it keeps saying use Chrome every time, because it won't do it. Safari won't support it. So it keeps saying Chrome.
See, but if Chrome's your default browser, go to StreamYard using Firefox, because I was back during the Dangerous Thoughts days, I was having constant issues with the audio. But once I went to Firefox, butter. Perfect.
Firefox. Yeah.
Okay.
So little tidbit for those that are maybe watching or have watched and say they're running into problems. Use Firefox.
I have all three. Safari is generally my default. I've been using if I have to go live or anything to do with YouTube like that, I generally have to go into Chrome. But I can I have Firefox. I can try. I'll try. Sure, I didn't think it would support it, but if it does, I will try.
YouTube,
you're fine with Chrome, but StreamYard, Firefox.
Firefox. All right. I'll do that. I'll give it a shot.
But yeah, we definitely went a little long for the start of the episode, talking about some of the shit that I've been going through with
Yeah, I
family
heard
and
something
all
there.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we went through some of the some legendary names: Dolly Parton, Tim Curry, Peter Cullen. We talked about
Yeah.
them just a little bit at the top of the show and stuff. And I mentioned too, reminder to everybody that if you were a big fan of G1 Transformer, Peter Cullen played Optimus Prime. It's the 40th anniversary next month. They're
Yeah.
re-releasing it in the theaters. If
Yeah.
like me, I'm gonna go check it out. I'm gonna go to the theaters and check it out. Even though you can watch it on whenever, it's nice to go see it in
It's a
the
nostalgic
theater.
cinematic experience, right? Yeah.
Yes, the cinematic
Hey,
experience and stuff.
But
it,
by the way,
you
would you
know
like?
it.
Oh, can I mention something? I just found out actually about an hour ago. We were talking that kind of made me laugh. I don't know if you know this, but there's a hurricane forming over the Atlantic
Hur-
Ocean, and coincidentally,
Hurricane Dolly.
called Hurricane Dolly, and it's headed for Florida. And I'm just sitting there, you go, Dolly.
Working 9 to 5.
Headed for Florida. Yeah.
Oh, gee. You know what? Speaking about that, do y'all remember the episode? What the episode of the Orville they played that as a uh
Yeah, the female Mocklin episode.
Yeah.
that's where they were fighting the
All over
girls.
Facebook right now. Every fan group is playing that scene right now.
Yeah, one of the guys that I got a ride from in AA was playing a bunch of Dolly Parton in the car last night.
Mm.
I suspect 9 to 5, the movie. A lot of
Yeah.
Tim Curry movie. People going to be like rewatching those. If they have them on DVD or streaming or whatever. I suspect a lot of people are going to just go back and just see what movies, especially Tim Curry, because like Dave said, Clue when he
Oh
was
god,
in
yeah.
Clue, and
Well,
then
there's
what's
so
that?
many
Home
too,
Alone 2.
right? It, right? The miniseries It.
Yeah, I forgot about It. Oh
I
my
mean,
goodness, It, the
Legend.
first It movie.
Yeah.
That was in 1990.
Scared the shit out of people back. That was a made-for-TV movie, and it scared the
Was.
crap out of everyone. Yeah.
It was a 4-hour TV made movie and stuff,
Yeah.
and it was, yeah. That's the first time I was like, yeah. I wasn't too afraid of clowns, but I didn't really care for them. I was like, no, I don't like clowns. Even though I seen Killer Clowns from Outer Space, I thought that was hilarious. But Tim Curry
Yeah.
made me just like, yeah, I don't really care for clowns.
That's crossing a line. I didn't.
Oh,
I watched it with my mom because my mom liked horror movies, so we really enjoyed that actually.
yeah.
But yeah, that was a hit. And do you know apparently he had actually died the day before, but because Dolly's passing was so prominent in the news, the family held off making the announcement for Tim Curry until the day after.
Oh
Yeah.
wow.
And I was reading that Peter Cullen actually passed away yesterday as well.
Oh,
So
Yeah.
yeah, so
Nick,
big family.
Tell
They
me
think about
he was still doing conventions and making appearances at shows. That's why it kind of surprised me because I had heard that he had just been at a convention not long ago. So
isn't actually.
well, your mic is your silent.
Sorry, I didn't mean that.
I do it all
I know we get technically off track and stuff and everything, but
Yeah.
I want to circle back around to this episode because it started off simply as a, okay, what's the hook? What's gonna happen? And all of a sudden, boom. And then they got thrown into this slipstream thing, and they were moving so fast. I'm thinking, where are they gonna, if and when they get out of it? And their navigational computer, they recalibrate for the navigational computer and stuff. how far away from their, you know, from where they, came into the slipstream to now. And I'm like, it was making it move really fast. And I just wonder, I just say they never explained just where they ended up. But I would think they
That's
they
true.
must have ended up pretty far away, just because of the countdown clock, like Dave said about was that 24?
Yeah, it was like a mix
That was
between
pretty.
Speed and 24.
Oh, that's a really good analogy. Speed and 24. I like that. Golly. Speed and 24.
See, but
But
sorry, dealing with other things here really quick.
Okay.
yeah, it's good because I'm gonna probably get off before like by
I
11. I gotta get to bed because I haven't been sleeping really good in the last few days, and I really want to try to get some good sleep tonight and everything else.
That's not good, man. But no, I was just trying to
Yeah.
see what streaming services actually had 9 to 5. It's saying see, it's not on Paramount Plus, but Steel Magnolias is another Dolly Parton movie.
That's right. She was in Steel Magnolia. Oh, my goodness.
Rhinestone was another big one. With what was it? Rhinestone with Rhin. Is it Rhinestone? What's the one with Burt Reynolds? I have to look that up.
It's available for rent on Prime, but not for just free streaming. But maybe with Dolly's passing, that might change.
Oh,
It'd be smart if whatever studio that owns the IP would just re-release it in the theaters. Say, hey, look, this
they would do that.
Dolly.
Rhinestone was Sylvester Stallone, apparently. Okay.
Look, even Rocky Horror Picture Show and Clue. I mean, just say, hey, look, it may not make a whole lot of money, but
That would
like
be
if you
a
want
great double feature.
theatrical experience of watching
Yeah.
these movies,
Yeah, Clue's on Paramount Plus right now.
nah.
But I gotta say, probably the biggest moment of levity for that episode this week that we just watched is when Pelly and Scotty were talking, and then Pelly's just spouting nonsense, and Scotty's like,
Yeah, he was like, "What are you talking about?"
"Say, what are you smoking, girl, and why ain't you sharing?"
I thought it was so
that-
funny that he had to try and fix his accent, and I thought of all the aliens and weird things on a ship, and yet somehow the Scottish accent is still the hardest one.
The computer understand.
to
Yeah,
interpret.
say his Americanized engineering. It's like, what the fuck?
Threw an American accent just to when they off. I was like, "Whoa, he really did." It reminded me of this real quick. For not to get too technical off track, but back during the World Cup this past summer, the Scottish fans was in Boston and stuff, and I seen interviews with a lot of Scottish. There were Scottish accents are so thick, and you try to like make out, their grammar, and you just like,
Yeah.
what are they saying and stuff. Some of them were, okay to understand, but that Scottish accent is just,
It's the Glaswegian.
kinda,
It's the Glaswegian accents that are so hard. If somebody's from Edinburgh, it's fine. It's smoother. I can understand it. But Glaswegian, if you're from Glasgow or Cumbernauld, can't understand a word you're saying.
But that was cute that Scotty with American accent. But go ahead, Dave. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say, I met an Irish guy over the weekend. His accent was definitely on the thick side, but could understand him pretty well.
Understandable, sure. Yeah.
But yeah, this is definitely a different take in doing these episodes, watching it as we're doing the show. So it's sometimes I'm just so pulled into the episode, I can't take my notes. I usually would watch the episode, then I would watch it a second time and take notes. Sometimes I'll watch it a third time if time permits. But back then, we were given 6 days, almost a week to
Yeah,
do
true.
to do. So doing this, and what is that behind you?
This is the other one. This is you know, that's
Two of them.
that's Annie. Yeah, the other one. There's 3 altogether. This is the second
I just saw this
tail.
behind your bed. The tail.
Since I moved in, she loves this blanket that I've got, and she always comes in here on the blanket. Charles comes in once, all the one last week. Annie's the one that's taken a liking to this bed for some reason, bro. Yeah. So she comes in and.
But that reminds me, I gotta check in on somebody else tomorrow morning when I make my phone calls. But my brain is just So they introduced Dr. Boyce.
Oh yeah. They did,
because we know he was the CMO. He was the CMO when we saw The Cage, the original pilot.
I was wondering if they were eventually ever going to introduce him on the show. So we'll probably see him again. And he's definitely
I don't see Mbenga like jumping on his feet and doing shit right away. They're probably going to. I don't know. It's this late in the season. Are they going to slowly push Mbenga out as CMO, or is Boyce going to be the interim CMO while Mbenga?
I'm guessing next year when they do the last season, I think we're going to slowly start seeing a transition. We're going to see some of the, we might see some of the characters change over. We might see a little more Kirk. Probably maybe might see Sulu possibly show up as they start.
No.
Oh no, I guess it can't yet, can they? It would be the Cage crew.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
But no, Katie's not here, so we can say it that they have said that Sulu and McCoy are both going to be introduced the last episode next year.
All right.
Saying so, it's going to be, I think, and I think they were saying that Kirk's going to take command at the last episode as well. So they're saying, so we only got 4 episodes here and another 6 episodes, so we got another 10 episodes before that happens. Between now and whatever time next year when they introduce this. So yeah,
there's bypass the Cage. I don't know. Change of events that happened in the universe.
Well, I think though an earlier episode of Strange New Worlds, the Cage has already happened, which would make it even more interesting because Boyce was CMO back then. So yeah, I guess there is a little bit of wibbly wobbly, timey wimey shit going on there.
So the Cage would have happened okay. So he's sort of altered his fate, kind of thing, then.
A little bit.
Interesting. Okay. That's an interesting. Yeah, all right. I didn't think of that.
Yeah, that's something for the Reddit conspiracy theorists to figure out.
Fun. Oh goodness! But
yeah, saying just kind of circling back to one thing that I was talking about at the start of my episode is the fact that I want to try to get to see my father, but plane tickets to get to Seattle on short notice, they are not cheap. And I even looked at options to look at after the Labor Day weekend, and it's still like $700. Saying, but I could save about $20-$30 by flying out of Denver, but then I got to figure out the cost of getting my ass up there, and then having to deal with that. Those that you don't know, say my father was involved in a serious motorcycle accident. Woman rear-ended him, ran over his motorbike. It's completely, I mean, they say it was completely wedged under the car. So she was ticketed for second degree negligence.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah, yes, and so she got a. They haven't determined, but the ticket can be upwards to $5,000 and a 90-day suspension of her license. But they're saying that she might be able to weasel her way out of it by doing community service. No, she needs the full extent of what the law allows to crack down on her, because obviously she is following him too damn close to eject him from the bike and run over the motorbike. And see, I don't know the speed. The police report doesn't say anything about what speed that she was possibly going at. There might be a follow-up investigation in that regard, but yeah, saying it fucking sucks. My dad is still not communicating verbally, but he is responding to requests to like lift his arm, wiggle his fingers, things like that. So it's a very slow process. So the only thing I can do right now, being 1,500 miles away, is just pray. Just pray for him. Pray to give him the strength that he needs to get through it. Speaking of motorcycles, so I don't know whose microphone picked up on that, but just like
Something.
Yeah, but even my younger brother, he's selling his 2 motorcycles. So this is radically altered the family dynamic after this accident.
Motorcycles can be, and they look cool. You get the breeze and stuff and everything else, but like,
oh yeah,
motorcycles being in a closed and car and stuff. Not saying that you can die being in a car accident and stuff, but motorcycles are, just getting ejected from it real easily. Any kind of thing, ATV, stuff like that.
Yeah, but I keep on saying, thank the prophets, my father was wearing a motorcycle helmet.
That's why. Yeah.
What was
so wear it?
What's that?
So that's why they encourage people to wear it. That's
Absolutely.
Ride a motorcycle, you should have a helmet. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Our head get knocked around, and just a simple thing. Oh man, brain bleed or
which my brother.
What if you wear a medieval helmet?
That would not work in his case.
I think they have to be certain. Like, has to be a specific kind of helmet and made of certain. There's like, they're very. If you buy a motorcycle, you have to buy. I know here, anyways, at least it's a really specific kind that you have to get. The padding and the plastics in it.
Saying,
if I want to unalive myself, I'm going to Canada.
No, but
it's free up there.
Well,
yeah,
not to get political or anything, or too politically in the conversation, but since Phil, you're up that way, what's your thought about Trump renaming Lake Ontario Lake America?
I was waiting for a moment that was appropriate, and I was going to say, and by the way,
Ontario
if you're looking
better.
for somewhere to visit, be sure to visit beautiful Lake Ontario.
Somebody say this. Somebody say that. You Canadians should say this. Your prime minister say, you know what? We're going to rename it Lake Obama.
Oh, come on. They'll be more creative than that.
It's been a running joke. To be honest with you, we're not really taking it that seriously here. Most people are like, this is the dumbest thing we ever heard. And he can only rename it for the American side. He can't change it here in Ontario. If they want to change maps, like there's this line that goes down the middle of it. It's you can't change it on this. It's always going to be Lake Ontario over here, no matter what he does. You can't.
I think he should have done one better. He should have been more honest about it. Actually,
Like
what's
Epstein.
the honest?
Lake
Like what?
Israel. Lake Israel.
I was gonna say
Lake
I heard
Israel.
people. I heard people were saying make it Lake Epstein file. Our part of the
Oh,
Lake.
Put that on Lake of Michigan. Some meme.
Oh, yeah.
Lake
You know what? Too. What they
Michigan
did this
belongs
week.
to Canada.
He's not only doing some things that just make you just go like, "What the heck?" Earlier this week, he's threatened to tear down the Kennedy Center in Washington D.C.
Something about that. Yeah.
It's all distraction, considering $40 trillion in debt.
No, if Canada wants to rename one of the lakes Lake Obama, it's got to be Superior.
Ha ha ha! Oh, I love
that. That'll blow a couple of fuses of what he has left in his brain.
Well, I mean, just imagine if Carney was to just say, you know what, as a, if you think, let's name one of the lakes after, a president that, he carried himself with dignity and respect versus him. Let's just take it like, pour salt in the wound a little bit and say, yeah, let's name it Lake Obama. Like one of y'all, lakes of Obama and stuff, because that would really get under his skin, because you know how easy and thin skinned he is.
Nonsense. It should be named after Senator John Kennedy. I'm watching you, Senator Kennedy. You are my president. You are hilarious, and you are great, and you are a gem.
Senator Kennedy.
Hilarious.
But yeah, Zach, did you hear that there is? Did y'all say there was a tropical storm that's named Dolly?
Yeah,
I did not hear that, but that's that's awesome.
It just so Florida. They're headed straight for Florida.
Imagine, because Dolly has she was a big chested woman. It's going to take aim with the big chest.
So what you're saying is just like Dolly destroyed East Tennessee, Dolly's going to destroy Florida.
Dang. East Tennessee, Dollywood. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh goodness. It's I don't know. We're living in some trying times and stuff, but at least we get our Star Trek and watch crazy Muppet puppet episodes and dinosaurs and horror shows where you see a ghost waving at you from another ship, stuff like that. And then a Black Noir type of episode. Oh, this season has been, can't forget about the I don't know if you can call it a pleasure planet, but if you interact with the atmosphere, the gases will make you, it affects everybody in different ways, but like, needs to say, everybody feel like, some is inebriated, high, you could say. Some people let
sort of high and airheaded. The Dude Where's My Car episode.
That's hilarious.
Dude, where's my shuttlecraft?
That is hilarious. I never thought about that. That's right.
That's like he would call it.
Oh goodness. It's like I said, and then just last week's episode, I still think about like, what did we watch? Like, I mean,
Fraggle Rock. Literally.
They were floating in space at the end.
That or we watched a really goofy Dark Crystal.
That's a movie I haven't seen in forever.
Yes. I mean, I don't think I've seen that probably since early 90s. The last time I probably remember it was probably like 91 or 92.
Oh, a Dark Crystal? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That was. Did you ever see the attempted Netflix series? That was the.
It was all right.
I really
Wasn't
liked it. I
great.
was sad that didn't survive. I thought that was really good.
I wish,
There's a
yeah.
lot of work
Well,
with
if it's
beautiful.
Netflix and it's good, yeah. If it's Netflix and it's good, it's probably gonna last a season.
They'll get canceled. Yeah, that's
That's hilarious.
But yeah, it was. It could have been a little bit better, but honestly, it probably would have been better if they let it continue. It would have
yeah.
only
They were kind
gotten
of setting
better.
things up, and it now it's not going to
Mhm.
do anything. If you ever do get a chance
Mhm.
to see it, it's worth it. Even though it still kind of sets up the pre Jim Henson, but it's beautiful to
Yeah.
look at. God, you can tell the craftsmanship in that show was gorgeous. So
Mhm.
Oh wow.
I
Agreed.
kept watching so much more of that. Yeah.
Mhm.
Wow.
I just noticed that y'all are talking to Jesus.
Oh.
You know what? Let's keep it that way. Make you guys behave.
No, you're
I
talking
get a
about
glass of water.
the Dark Crystal, another dark cartoon from that era, The Secret of Nim.
Oh,
That
yes.
was the movie that made me want to take animation, go to school for animation when I saw that.
Yes.
Really?
I was kicking around in my head, but boy, when I saw that, I fell in love with that film, and I says, okay, I'm going to do this.
Yeah, see that
I wanna
that
learn how to
movie
make
honestly scared for a G-rated
Oh,
movie.
yeah.
That movie scared the fuck out of me.
Oh yeah,
Amen,
yeah,
brother.
yeah.
Yeah. No, it was terrifying.
It was, and I think it's on Prime if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Uh,
Let's
That was
fact check.
that was the first. I think it was the first big motion picture that Don Bluth did when he broke off from Disney.
mm.
He did a small
Where
made
to? Wow.
episode called Banjo the Woodpile Cat. I think Spielberg saw it. No, I think he saw Secret of Nim, and then he was so impressed. He helped him produce American Tail.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that movie. I remember having to sing a solo bit in grade school for our Christmas concert somewhere out there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, a
The
couple
Secret
of
of Nim can be watched, everybody, on Fandango, Amazon Prime, Apple TV. You can even purchase it on YouTube and Google
wow.
TV. IMDb gives it a 7.5 out of 10. That's a lie.
At least a
I'd give it a
9.
10.
Physical media.
I'd definitely give it a 9.5 to a 10.
At least. See, I heard you text, Travis. You had got to go.
I'm gonna be getting off here in about 5 minutes because I do want to try to get me some rest and stuff. And everything.
Yeah.
Well, we're getting close to the top of the hour, so
yeah.
But yeah, thanks for coming in tonight, guys. And saying, I know we kind of started off with like almost no viewers. I think it's the first time I think I saw 0 live, which I was just like, what? And say that was kind of discouraging. But we're up to 12. So thanks y'all for watching. And saying, check all the links below in my channel and on Zach's channel to get in the loop of when we're going live and all that fun stuff, because we only got 4 episodes to go till the end of the season.
Yeah.
But we got 5 episodes left to talk about because, again, saying when the season premiere happened, we had an internet outage in my neighborhood, a pretty nasty one. And I did try to tether to my phone to have my phone do it, but it was just too much bandwidth for it to handle. So it's like, yep, you ain't doing this.
Data
I could do
centers.
you.
Just
Just
Data centers.
well, most likely. But yeah, to stream this channel, it requires a lot of data, a lot more than the cell phone towers can handle.
Mm.
But
Oh, I just meant the internet outage. It was probably data centers.
oh yeah, most likely. But again, yeah, check out the GoFundMe link at the bottom too, because it's that'll help pay for this show because it's not free. It's not a lot per month, but I mean, even $10 that'll pay for it for a month.
StreamYard is
Is
that for StreamYard?
Excellent.
Yeah.
Tell you when
Go
this
down to that GoFundMe, everybody.
I encourage
And
you
if you donate, go ahead, Phil.
Oh, I was going to say, encourage you that when your subscription to StreamYard is up, I still encourage you to have a look at Talk Studio. You'll get the same thing, just a lot cheaper.
Okay.
I'm surprised more people haven't jumped on Talk Studio. It's like half the price almost.
How many co-hosts does
it's through Streamlabs?
You know?
That's the only thing, but it's.
No, we blinked on the name of it.
If I could afford it, I'd be jumping back on Talk Studio if I could, but I can't afford it right now. So
Understandable.
Yeah, but it is a lot cheaper.
And
it runs almost the same way. It's almost the same idea.
Is it?
But it
definitely.
What? Saying Talk Studio, you said?
Talk Studio, Streamlabs Talk Studio. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because it says streamlabs.com. Like, what?
Oh, yeah, it's through. Yeah, you have to go to the Streamlabs site and it'll be there. You can get just Talk Studio, or if you want, like, it's a little bit extra a month, and you can get the Ultra, and that's where you get like a whole bunch of bells and whistles if you use Streamlabs. If you use the Streamlabs streaming system that looks like OBS, basically, you get this whole package with overlays and extra bells and whistles and shit. So, but if you don't need all that, just get the Talk Studio. You get the 1080p. The whole caboodle. You can have the little video intros. You can the whole setup with guests. The whole thing. That you get the ticker across the bottom. You get the names under each. The whole thing. It works exactly the same card.
Yeah. And it streams. Right?
What's that?
It streams, right?
Yes. Yeah. Identical to this. They practically just about copied StreamYard.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think I looked at it once before, but it was a little more than I could handle versus StreamYard, because StreamYard, an idiot could do it. ROM could do it.
It's Talk Studio is identical. It's maybe slightly different where they moved a couple of things, but it's almost identical. It's the same thing. If you want to have a look at it when the time comes, I can help you walk through it if you'd like, because I used it for a long time.
Right.
Well, with that, right now, I'm going to plug it. I'm going to plug it then. If you go down to that GoFundMe for Dave, not only will you be helping Dave out in his own personal life, but perhaps you can help Dave out, which will be helping us out by helping invest in a new startup business. Let's expand this. So just go in there, $5, $10, whatever your little heart desires. Go down to that GoFundMe and help Dave out, and maybe we can get a venture going and we can expand. And you will be the shareholder. How do you like them apples?
It's a stretch, but it works.
If y'all are shareholders, we can't fail, because that means you fail.
Regular monthly donors can be a huge benefit. Because I still got bills to pay. I got a storage unit to pay for. I still got my cell phone bill that I have to pay for. There's shit that when I don't have any income coming in and I got all this income going out, it's tough. It's stressful. It's freaking me out a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. And naming the lake after America is not helping any of us Americans with, our daily how to have affordability and stuff, But, that's neither here nor there.
Yeah, it's saying so. Yeah, I actually put it on Twitter X, saying that if Canada really wants to torque Lord Dampnut, they need to sign a declaration to rename Lake Superior as Lake Obama and Lake Huron to Lake Kennedy. Lake Michigan, that's 100% U.S., so
Senator
they can't touch
Senator
that.
John Kennedy.
Same times
Yeah,
we living
exactly.
in, guys. Top of the hour.
All right.
We'll say,
All right, Travis.
we're going to call it good tonight.
Get some
So
rest tonight.
thanks for joining this evening, people. And until next week, may Spock be with you. Be safe. If you need someone to talk to, 988 in North America, you can call that. You got trained counselors to help you through anything that's going on up here to
Just talk to
deal
Jesus.
with that shit. That works too. And if you are struggling with drug and alcohol addiction, AA.org, NA.org, CA.org, you can find meetings all over the country that will be able to help you out. There might be one just a block from your house. You never know. But yeah, there is more to life. Being free of the shackles that drugs and alcohol can bring you. So there's my little preachy moment for tonight.
And don't be afraid to go look for a perpetual adoration chapel. He's there. Go see him.
Absolutely. It's like I'm doing a lot of praying to my higher power since my dad had his accident. So it's working. It really does work.
Mhm.
But until next week, hailing frequencies are now closed.